Hello, my friend, wherever you are. I'm sending you love, the power of positivity, and vitamin D. And my friend, wherever you are, I'm sending you love. And welcome to the Gazillionaires Club. So I am taking you around the campsite, kind of give you an idea. I mean, I try to do it for the sake of my memory. So like, a year or two later, I might be in another country watching all of my videos, like how I traveled across America, all these campsites. It's pretty amazing. So my friend, as promised, I want to share with you my cannabis story ever since I travel. And so the first place that I went to purchase, some cannabis is actually a dispensary in North Dakota. Now, North Dakota is very different. Usually every time when I go to the state, I try to look it up. But North Dakota, they sell CBD, right? CBD, you don't get high off of it. So it's more of medicinal, true medicinal. That's why I love cannabis, because I feel like all of the stuff that it can help people. I mean, look at Mike Tyson. He was an angry man, but Mike Tyson reminds me a lot of Muhammad Ali. They're not just boxers, they have philosophy. There is something about them. They are enlightened. That's the way that I see it. And sometimes, with cannabis, it's Mike Tyson. I recently saw this on Valuetainment, but Mike Tyson is actually in the cannabis, industry. He's making like $1 million a month, but he spent like $97,000 on the supply. Before you jump in the game, let's get one thing understood. If you're selling an ice cream, you gotta make sure it's good, Mr. Ice Cream Man. So, but I can see why for some people it works. I'm not saying that it will work for everyone. I used to be an angry kid, and I guess it helped me in that sense. But like I said, I feel like there's more harm than good as a society. But like anything, we got to educate people on it, because I stand firm where I believe that we should not depend on any kind of substance on a daily basis. To enjoy life, it's to have a free mind, a clear mind of substance. And with that being said, I treat it just like anything else, like with alcohol. Those are the only thing that I actually do, just alcohol and some cannabis. But I keep it on a very minimal, like when I enjoy it. I don't do it when I'm stressed out. Take a hit. I can think through the situation and how to deal with it, rather than get high or get drunk, and then when you sober, you ended up doing the same thing. But North Dakota was very different. So CBD only, okay? You don't get, I remember I paid like $40. Boy, it was a lot. But the thing is, I didn't get high. The next one was Boston, Massachusetts. And wherever you go, you have to look it up and you have to follow the state law, okay? Because you can't walk into someone's house and just assume that it's gonna be okay, because certain states are not. But Con, you still live in your mama's basement. So yes, CBD, it's you don't need a green card. You can just go in there and get it in North Dakota. It's definitely, they don't say it for recreational, but I'm pretty sure people smoke it for recreational. But what's the point of smoking it for recreational if you don't get high off of it? So that whole. But anyways, the next one was Boston. No, not Boston, but Massachusetts. Are you high again, bro? I was in a small town, but so I got like a pre-rolled joint. And I think that was like $20. And it depends, like in Seattle, you can get like one of those pre-roll joint with raw, the one where you just stuff it in and you twist it with the raw paper. So it was kind of pricey, but the quality was really, really good. I forgot to look at the tax, the tax number on there, because in Seattle, tax for alcohol and cannabis are really expensive. But I forgot what is the tax number for the Boston one, as far as cannabis. So I just bought just a joint, and I don't even smoke the joint, right? When I do it, I buy the joint because it's already grind up. What I do it, I have a vape, because vape is a healthier way of smoking it, because when you smoke it, when you smoke the blunt, it's really harsh for your throat. They're carcinogen, and at least with the vape, that is a better way of doing it. That's my opinion. And most of the modern vapes, they do pretty good. So Boston, they have some really good stuff, right? And the clean, I love walking into a dispensary that's clean. And then I try to go to New Jersey, right? New Jersey is a little bit different. I call up the dispensary in New Jersey, but in New Jersey, you gotta have a green card. You can't just, go in and buy it. And it's kind of funny because I went to the dispensary and I was like, hey, I'm from out of state. Because I looked it up. I looked it up on Google, and it says that, the state of New Jersey is for, 21 and older, and you can use it for recreational. But when I got there, I was like, they told me that throughout the state, you gotta have a green card. Green card, it's like, when it's been approved by the doctor for your condition, and blah, blah, blah. So New Jersey, as far as I know, you need a green card, okay? A lot of the dispensary there. And then currently, Virginia, I did not know, so those are 4 places, but Virginia is definitely recreational. I went to a place called Emporium or Hemporium, Hemporium. And what happened was I met this really cool guy, right? He is, I don't know if he works there or he's the owner, but I was like, hey, you got anything that's strong? And he gave me this thing, right? He gave me this, the raw paper, the wrapped raw paper, and there's resin on it. And I've seen those kind of stuff. That's if you really, really, really want to get couch locked kind of high, and then I was like, man, this looked like COVID. And then he was laughing, right? Because he got the joke. I was like, you got any, some of those Pfizer, Moderna, or what about ivermectin? And he was like, I got the ivermectin. Oh. So I gotta look where I'm going here. Oh, I gotta back up a little bit. But my friend, so those, with Virginia, definitely for recreational, they have wide variety. So, but overall, like I said, I love the cannabis, I love the art, but I definitely don't recommend it on a daily basis. It's kind of like cleansing in a way, right? People burn sage, meditation is a little bit different. But you know how once in a while those back in the days, like wizards and stuff like that, they do ritual and stuff like that. It might sound fancy using the word ritual, but y'all, come on, man, y'all just getting high, right? Let's be real. So. But my friend, that is my story. So I started, when people ask me when did I start my journey, I just know that I got the RV in February, and then sometimes I tell people in March, sometimes I say April, and sometimes in May, because I really don't know. I left the state in May, but right before that I did a month of traveling in the city from here to there. So it doesn't really matter, but I consider myself being on the road or just kind of traveling in the RV for roughly about 5-6 months now, and considering only 4 places that I've been to check out the cannabis in the area, That's pretty good, right? You give me a pat on the back for that, and I get to share with you, like, you know, I mean, for me, cannabis is cannabis, but the one with CBD, I can actually tell the difference. I mean, you do get a little bit of the buzz, but it's not like super intense, but it's for medicine, right? But most of the time, some of these like really good one, it's how fast and how long. So that is the short cannabis story of my trip. And like I said, my friend, you know, every state is different. So you gotta look it up, you know, don't just have it on you or go to, you know, because if you get pulled over, you can get in trouble. You know, it's common sense, right? Don't be a dumb bitch. So that's that's the only advice I have, is that, you know, make sure you look it up before you, you know, go into the dispensary. And some of these like dispensaries, they are really good. Like they follow the law. Like if you don't have a green card, they just won't sell it to you. So that's another good thing, like, you know, preventing you from getting in trouble if you don't know what you're doing. But so my friend, I kind of walked around the campsite. So that's pretty much, you know, I mean, it's a really nice campsite. I just got the hammock up, and like every place has its beauty. So like, you know, I mean, I like the shades, like in the afternoon and stuff, but sunrise and sunset, you know, it makes me really sad, because I know I can be sitting on the beach or in an open space, open sky, and just look at the sunrise and the sunset, which I really can't do in this area. So, but I enjoy what I can, because all the shades and it's just the colors. It's like, it's so mesmerizing. Like fall is coming, and it's so mesmerizing, just like looking at all these colors like under the shade. And you know, set up this hammock here. Yeah. So my friend, I will see you in the next video. Okay, much love. Born as con, your friend con, just at con, you know con, this is con. And well, before I go, in this video, I want to know, what is your take on cannabis? And it doesn't have to be cannabis. What is it that you think should be legal, or at least healthy for society, that has been banned? And because a lot of the time it's all about policies, and, you know, and really about money. I mean, you know, alcohol prohibition, cannabis prohibition. I mean, we don't see cigarettes, right? They're deadly, aren't they? What about painkillers? They're deadly too. But it's all about policies, it's all about money, and it's all about leadership. Because I feel like, man, if we are on the right path, first of all nature has all the medicine that we can have. But the thing is, you can't patent nature, and you can't make money off of it. Just like with, like, you know, energy with Tesla. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure we can get cheap, affordable energy, but the reason why we're not going that route simply is because the money is not there. You know, imagine you, my friend. Now, I was thinking about this on the other day, right? So we know that there are a lot of entrepreneurs, or in the cannabis world. Like, I was thinking, right? Because cannabis is not. It's like blueberries, it's like apples, it's like orange. You can pick it, you know, in the right environment, it will grow. Now, here's my question: with all of the dispensaries that are in the United States, or even around the world, especially Amsterdam, right, around the world, like, I feel like, okay, if there's no money involved, you know, the only reason why cannabis is so expensive is because, first of all, it's made illegal, and we're in the process of legalizing it. And, you know, you need the license, you need to pay taxes, so that's why they jack the price up. But let's say if we treat it like, you know, like apple, like shellfish. Like, if we don't, like, imagine a flower, some kind of tea. It should be really cheap. And imagine, you know, if cannabis were free, imagine it just grow in the wild. Imagine you can get it for really cheap. all of these businesses won't allow it. And by human nature, the reason why they won't allow it is simply because of money. Boy, what do you want to do when Bitcoin and Ethereum hit all-time high? What? Hooker and cocaine? And I'm talking about regular people like you and I. Would you be okay with it? I mean, I don't really care much for it. I'm pretty sure you don't. But man, when you start raking in millions and millions, you start caring, and that's how it's always been. I hope things will change in the future. That not just about the money. Yes, as a society, we gotta have a system established about money. But if we take the health of humans or human beings and put it as top priority, raise kids the right way, the right kind of education, the right medicine, the right food, we wouldn't be here fighting over money, attacking other country, poisoning our people. Because at the end of the day, whatever we're doing to other country, they're people, they're like us. We came from the same family tree. So, I feel that we should put humans as top priorities. Our health, food, especially food, because everything revolves around energy. The way that we treat animals, I think there are a lot of changes can be made, or a lot of changes can be made. Yeah, not make, but a lot of changes we can make. You a slave to the pussy boy. Don't be a slave to the pussy boy. You a slave to the pussy boy. English is confusing, man. But my friend, much love, okay? Follow the light. And I love you. Ta-da.